So in the last lecture we looked at regular verbs with haben, past participle, ge, stem and the t. So now we're looking at the exceptions, which I'm sure you were half expecting anyway, weren't you? An extra e if the stem ends in a d, n or a t. You may recognize some of these words from present tense verb endings, because we're having the same problem here. Arbeiten, if we get rid of the en, add the ge at the front, put the t at the end, try and pronounce it. Gearbeitet. It's not possible, so we add the extra e. Gearbeitet. Antworten is the same, geantwortet. Baden, we get rid of the en, we have a d ending. Again, it's difficult to say, so it's gebadet. Ordnen, get rid of the en, we're ending with an n in the stem, so it's geordnet. Regnen, geregnet. Zeichnen, gezeichnet. Basically, even if you can't remember these three letters, the d, n and the t, if you're trying to form the past participle and you can't pronounce it, it's most likely because you're missing an e. But there are some verbs, they are still regular, so they still follow the same pattern, except they don't have a ge at the front. One type of verbs are those which end in ieren. They don't get the ge at the beginning. Fotografieren, for example. It's not gefotografiert, it's just fotografiert. Reagieren, the past participle is reagiert. Studieren, studiert. Spazieren, spaziert. Also verbs beginning with be, emp, ent, er, ge, miss, ver and zer don't get the ge at the beginning. Belohnen, it doesn't end up to be gebelohnt, it's belohnt. Besichtigen, besichtigt. Bestellen, bestellt. Bezahlen, bezahlt. Erzählen, erzählt. Verkaufen, verkauft. Verdienen, verdient. Versuchen, versucht. Zerstören, zerstört. All those follow the pattern of getting rid of the en, adding the t, but don't have the ge. Now a lot of verbs that begin with be, emp, ent, er, ge, miss, ver, zer are also irregular verbs. So we will come across these again at a later date. So just to recap it all again, we do not have a ge at the beginning if the verb ends in ieren, or if the verbs begin with be, emp, ent, er, ge, miss, ver, zer. And we add an extra e if we can't pronounce it. See you at the next lecture.